job is to spur the imagination, and he can't imagine having a better job. Roland Welke helps put on some of the most complex stage shows in the world.
My name is Roland Welke. I'm here on the steps of the largest revue theater in the world, the Friedrichstadtpalast. I'm the assistant creative director in charge of play development, and I'm responsible for what goes on stage here every evening.
Welke has been living in Berlin for over 20 years. Every day, he's involved in one of the city's touristic highlights, and he lives in the heart of another popular destination, the Hackische Höfe.
I think that Berlin is the most metropolitan of Germany's cities. It's a city through and through. Berlin is huge and a little rough, and it's not always polished. I notice that when I go to other cities. Strangely, that's one of the reasons you feel like you're coming home when you come back to this city.
Welke's first recommendation is in the western part of town. From time to time, he likes to meet a friend for breakfast, here at the Hotel Savoy.
For me, breakfast in the Savoy is a great tip because it's extremely relaxing. It's an historic place, a hotel where the film greats have stayed. It's really like an oasis.
The hotel guest book features lots of famous names. Opera singer Maria Callas was just one of the legendary figures who spent time here. The Savoy is almost 80 years old and continues to emphasize tradition.
There are a lot of trendy places in Berlin, but the Savoy has something eccentric about it. That's how I would describe it. There's something really great about it, even if you arrive 10 minutes before they stop serving, and you quickly pile up your plate. You can sit here alone, and there is something exclusive about that, to be able to sit alone in a big restaurant in the center of Berlin. That's something you might not find anywhere else in the city.
For Welke's next tip, we return to the central district of Berlin called Mitte, to the Spree River and Weidendamm Bridge, completed in 1824. The original 17th century bridge was made of wood.
I'm standing here in front of the Weidendamm Bridge, perhaps the most famous bridge in Berlin, and it's also at a very famous spot, right next to Friedrichstrasse.
Friedrichstrasse is a boulevard where you can find both shopping and entertainment, with attractions both lowbrow and highbrow.
It's an unbelievably interesting area. The author Erich Kästner described it as Berlin's most attractive area, especially in the evening.
As in the past, you can visit the theater or a show in this neighborhood. But head for Auguststrasse if you want something a little quieter. Welke recommends a visit to some of the numerous galleries that line the street. The small storefronts used to house shops selling everyday wares. Now there's art on offer.
This is a top tip for art lovers. Photography is currently on show here, but there's also fine art and installations. You can see it all on Auguststrasse in Mitte.
Roland Welke's recommendations: the galleries on Auguststrasse, breakfast at the Savoy Hotel, and the Weidendamm Bridge in the heart of the city.